here in Brookhaven, this giant new nuclear plant was released. But what many people don't know is that you can explode this. And today I'll test several ways to explode this nuclear plant. And I'll also test ways to save this nuclear plant. Because if the nuclear plant gets destroyed, there are ways to save it. I'll also test the secrets today. So for that I'm arriving right here. And it looks like my friend is here in the front. Apparently he also works here. But he's looking at me. He said, check if the radiation is at normal levels. Look, that's a really important job. For those who don't know, he keeps measuring with this meter the most radioactive places of all. But look, I know a very radioactive place that will definitely catch his attention. You just have to follow me here, and I'll take you to the scariest place of all, which is this pool. This is simply very radioactive, and if I hold this item, you can see that the radiation level is very high. So much that if I get in this pool like this, literally this is close to the maximum level. It's really very toxic. Look, I better run away from here to avoid problems, and I dare you to jump in this pool. And there are many other people working here. Even Bob is working to keep this place safe. I don't know why, but I don't trust Bob. I want to test the secrets. So to test the first secret I need you to jump here. He said, why don't you jump in the pool? Look, I really won't jump because you're the one who must jump in this pool so I can test the secret. So you just have to jump here. Now he finally jumped in there and now he's glowing like this. Guys, his radiation level is very high and he's super toxic. So follow me and I'll help you. I literally know a way to save you. My friend has to enter this room and now I'll press all these buttons and he'll go back to normal. Simply he's not toxic anymore and that's really good. Apparently he didn't know this either. He said, how did you discover this? I discovered this simply by testing. I also discovered how to explode this nuclear plant, and I also discovered a way to save it, and I want to test this today. But guys, now it's my turn to do this. I'll have to jump in this pool like this, but I'm afraid to jump here. Okay, I jumped, and now I'm glowing like this. I'll have to run into this room, and if I hold this item, you can see that this place is very toxic because I'm here. Literally, I'm very toxic, but now I entered here inside. I'll have to press these buttons, and finally, I'll go back to normal, and it turned out that everything worked, but he arrived right here, and he said, what happens if you get a horse and go into the pool? Wait, my friend had a genius idea, and I'll do it now. But Bob just arrived here. He said, what are you doing? We're testing the secrets that I doubt you've seen before. So much that he agreed and now he just left here. He's the person who checks the safety of the place. But he's not very good at it, especially because he let us keep testing secrets even though we're literally going to destroy this place. On the right, I'll have to get a horse. So I got this horse. And now I'll have to enter here inside. And literally the horse is glowing. Look, this is the most different horse I've ever seen. Literally, I got a special effect on my horse. And now even he's surprised. So I'll now literally test ways to destroy this place because I want to explode this giant nuclear plant. But first, I'll get a small car on the right. Like this car. I want to see what happens if this car goes into the radioactive pool. So I'm arriving right here, but it looks like nothing much happened. Actually, I have the impression that this car is glowing, but I think that's not happening. Actually, I have to take this out of here. So much that I'm trying to take it out, but it's very hard. Now my friend is going to do this, and he accidentally fell into the pool. Look, you weren't very smart. Literally, he's in the pool, and now he's trying to get out of here, but he's not going to make it. I doubt you can get out of there, but to destroy this nuclear plant, it's much easier than it looks. I'll first press this button, and this weird smoke will start coming out, and also very scary, and everything will start to panic, because this is the end of the nuclear plant. He said, how do you save the nuclear plant? Look, there's a way to save it that I'll test with you. But now we have to get out of this room so they don't realize it was us who are destroying this entire place. So I'm getting out of here. But guys, there are two players waiting for me. And he said, what are you doing with our nuclear plant? And he just grabbed this gun. But that's not very good. Both of them are really mad at me. And I wasn't the one who did this. Actually, it was this player. Even my friend got scared. And now he had to run out of here. I had to say it was him who did this or this would be my end. And I'm sure he's going to manage to escape from here. Now they're going after him, and I doubt they'll catch him, but he really went over there. But he didn't go after the friend. Actually, he's aiming at this item, and he said, you better stop destroying the nuclear plant now. Look, I understand your side, but I have to destroy this now. So much that I just destroyed this room, then I grabbed this TNT, and now I just got out of here. Guys, I just got to this part, and it looks like Bobby is here. Now this is the end of this turbine. I just broke this. He even saw this, and it looks like even Bob ended up getting scared, and literally he ran out of here. But that's how you break the turbines. You can see that one of the turbines is broken. When it's green, it's because it's fixed. When it's red, it's because it's destroyed. But he arrived here again. Wait, I know a way to fix this. And I'm serious. I really know a way to fix this. He said, show me, because I doubt it's true. So follow me and I'll show you a way to literally save the nuclear plant from being completely destroyed. Now I'm coming here in the front because he's really following me. He doesn't leave me alone, but I'm going to grab this TNT and I'll also explode this turbine. I know you want me to fix this, but actually I'm not going to fix this. And now he ended up getting really mad. Wait, actually I'm going to fix this. And for that I have to grab this hammer, and I'll probably be able to fix this if this turbine isn't too destroyed. Literally I fixed this, and now even he's surprised. But you only need a hammer to be able to fix these turbines that are destroyed. So much that now he fixed this. Literally it went back to normal. And you can see that the turbines are green again. But guys, I want to destroy this. So now I'm going to explode this again. And then I'll try to save it. So much that I placed a TNT here too. And where's my friend? Literally my friend disappeared. And I think he left here. But now he's having a really big problem. This player is aiming at this item. He said, I don't want the plant to be destroyed, understand? And my friend disagreed. Look, my friend's not very smart. I'm really sure he's not doing this this on purpose. He probably really didn't understand, but now an alarm started. All the lights were completely shut off, and the evacuation process started. The players are running away from here. Literally all of them are fleeing. They're really afraid of what's happening, especially because I'm destroying everything. So he climbed up here, and even Bob is arriving here. I don't know what Bob's doing here, but now that there are 3 players here, I'll finally be able to destroy all this in peace. By the way, what's he doing here? Suddenly this player showed up, and he said he wants to learn how to destroy the nuclear plant. Okay, I'll teach you how to do this, but it looks like even my friend ended up leaving here because he wants to see the explosion with these players, so much that he arrived right here. But to destroy all this is way easier than it looks. You just have to follow me and watch what I'm doing. And I'll also test secrets and test a way to literally save this from the explosion. But now I'm coming here and I'll have to grab this TNT and I'll literally have to explode this generator. This is really cool, so much that he's watching this. And he said, what are the valves for? The valves that are here are used to make secrets, but they don't work to destroy the nuclear plant. Right now these valves are useless. Maybe in the future we'll find out what these valves are for. But now we're leaving this place, and you have to turn the light on in this place. Go up there and turn the light on. And finally he understood that. So now he's going up here, and this is one of the most important jobs of all. So much that now he's going up here. He just has to turn the light on. But for those who don't know, this is the evacuation process. He has to turn off the alarm, and he also has to turn the light back on. Perfect! He turned it on, and now everything here went back to normal. So now I'll have to go up here like this. Okay, I'm going up here, right on the cooler. Now he came here too. Look, this is the cooling system, and it's really interesting. But now we have to destroy this. I have a tip for you. Follow me here, and I'll have to climb up here like this. Now I'll have to jump right here, and this way I'll be able to very easily disable this cooling system. But it looks like he's coming up here. Look, I wanted to understand what you're doing, but it looks like he's coming up here in the hardest way possible, and he had to climb all that. But now he's going down here like this. Look, you managed to get here, but it was way harder than normal, and now we're going to have to go up here. He's climbing here too, and if I get up here I'll be able to disable all the valves in a much easier way, because I'll press this valve, and now I'll just go down here. Really, this will be much easier than it looks. So now I'll have to disable all of this, and it looks like he's coming down here. He just wants to see the destruction. I'll disable this valve and also this last one, but I'll let you do this. You can press this valve and this will literally destroy everything. Perfect. He pressed it and now everything will be destroyed, literally because of you. But I'm running here to see the destruction happening, and you can see that the system is in panic. Guys, he's trying to come here, but he can't. Okay, he made it. I thought the door was locked, but right there is something really interesting. Literally, it's open here. So I'm coming here and I have to get inside. And actually, he can't come in here. Actually, let me go instead just to see what's inside. And the radiation level is really high. But now I jumped in here and this place is really different. Literally, this is where the explosion happens. So I just grabbed this item and now the explosion started. Oh my god, everything was completely destroyed. Literally, the nuclear plant was destroyed. I just ran out of here. This is the end of the nuclear plant because it was totally destroyed. And even though Bob is really far away, he's also toxic. And now he just fell to the ground. But guys, that friend of mine disappeared. Actually, for some reason, he ended up here. But how did you get up here? Seriously, I don't know how he got there. All I know is that now I want to get there too, because I want to test another way to explode this. And yes, there are more ways to do this that I doubt you've seen before. He said, I don't want to do this. Call your friend who's crazy. Look, you're calling my friend crazy and I don't think you should have done that. But he came back here behind and he's coming back here to do his things. So much that he's going down here and he really got scared of this. I don't know why the players are afraid of this. It's just the destruction of a super toxic nuclear plant. Now I'm going to get this house on the right. But now you're seeing a way to literally save this. I need you to go there and destroy everything. And I'll have the mission to save all of this. So much that he's looking here and he agreed to do it. But while he's going there, I'm going to grab this item. And now I'm literally arriving here flying because I want to stay in the main system, okay? Now I'm climbing up here like this. I just got here and this is the control room. And here I'll be able to see everything that's happening. Now my friend is going to destroy this place. So here it turned red and you can see that one more button turned red. He's really breaking everything in record time. That's impressive. But the players who worked here didn't come back. It looks like all of them went home. Some are watching TV and others are washing the dishes, but they don't want to come back here at all. They're probably afraid of what happened, but I just came back here because I want to see my friend destroying this. Now it looks like he's going up here, but he's not deactivating the valves. It looks like first he wants to go up here and then do all that. He wants to destroy everything afterwards. Actually, first he wants to reach the highest floor of all. This is probably the tallest place in the city. But guys, there are these chimneys and later I want to visit them to see what they do. But you're really high. He's going to have to deactivate all of this, and that's really good. Okay, this is the last valve he has to deactivate. Now he's coming here and even he wants to see the destruction he caused. But there's only one thing left to be deactivated, which is this system. So he's coming here to deactivate it. And as soon as he deactivates it, I'll have the mission to save all of this. Perfect. He deactivated it and now I have to save all of this. This is the end of the nuclear plant. But my mission is to save all of this. So first I'll go down here and I'll deactivate this. But it's impossible to do that. Okay, this is terrible. I'm starting to realize that there's no way to save this building. I'm trying to fix this part, but guys, this doesn't work. Literally, I'm not managing to save anything. Okay, this is way worse than it looks. I can't fix anything anymore. So now I just got here and I want to see the destruction happening. So much that even he's arriving here and the destruction is going to happen at any moment, and I couldn't save this. This is really sad. But guys, now the destruction has started. Literally everything is being completely destroyed. Seriously, this is really cool. The nuclear plant was completely destroyed and now we're glowing like this. So I have a mission for my friend. He's going to have to destroy this one more time, but this time I'll stay at his house, which is this yellow house, to see how the view looks for the players who aren't at the nuclear plant. And now he understood that. So now I'm arriving here at his house and I'll stay here washing the dishes because I want to see how that looks on the screen of a player who's not at the nuclear plant. And from the looks of it, he's already destroying it. Literally, he already destroyed everything. Guys, he did it in record time and just went into panic, but he showed up here. Look, you destroyed everything, and I'll be able to see how this happens from the perspective of a player who's not at the nuclear plant. Actually, he changed houses and he arrived here too. Look, we have to see this. I'll stay inside the house while he's outside the house. I'm sitting here on the couch, but he doesn't know if something's going to happen. So I'm waiting for the nuclear plant to be destroyed. Perfect. It was just destroyed. And you can see that's exactly what happens from my view. I can see the explosion happening, but my screen doesn't glow and it also doesn't shake. But it's actually pretty cool. It makes a lot of noise. But he's looking here, and he said, "What do the valves do?" And to this day, I don't know what the valves do. But now I'm arriving right here, flying like this, and I'm flying really far away. But for those who don't know, if I arrive right here, specifically at this spot, there's a really big secret here, which is literally a secret from the agency. So much that my friend is also coming here. Now he's arriving here behind and just came right here. But we're going to have to go down here like this. And there were some changes here. Before the light was yellow inside here, and now it looks like there were some modifications. But if I get here in the front, I'll find the biggest secret of all, which is near the light. And as soon as I find this button, I'll have to go through the wall. Perfect. I got here and he also got here. Now we're going to have to go down here and go through the wall again. So much that I'm in a secret room. But this secret room doesn't work, and you can probably access it if you mess with these valves, because so far they don't do anything. But maybe they have some function to activate the secrets in this place. He said, "Why don't you ask the game owners? You literally talk to them." And that's true. I can ask them, but I don't know if that's right. I have to discover the secret by myself. Even Bob is building houses now, and they gave up working at the nuclear plant after the disaster that happened here. But I want to come to this secret room, so I'm literally arriving here and my friend is also coming here. But the good thing is that I have a bed that's going to help me go through the wall, and to this day I don't know what this room is for. So much that I'm arriving right here, and you're going to have to go through the wall because I'm not going to enter here. You just have to go through the wall. Okay, I think it's safe, so I'll come in here too. And this is really weird. There's literally this cube inside here that basically does nothing. But maybe this has a function, but we don't know yet. He's staring at me. He said it has something to do with the valves. I'm sure. And maybe you're right. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the Become a Member button, and I'll add you on Roblox.